good evening. Let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's talk about everything else that is happening in the world of crypto, guys. You are all welcome. You are all welcome. You are all welcome. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. So, guys, we still have some positive news in the market that still show that Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. Is here to stay. So, we'll be diving into the market. We have some positive news, in the market. So, if you think, you are too late in the market, you are too late in the crypto space, so you have to think again. So, which is why today we will be diving into the market, and I will be showing you guys some data that still show that we are still early in the market. That's because more adoption, so which will put pressure in Bitcoin and crypto. So, so more people keep adopting Bitcoin, even if despite the market, we have a pullback yesterday, but guess what? So a huge pullback yesterday, but guess what? Ethereum is still up huge. So now you can still fly emulate, so paying Bitcoin by 2026. So which we'll be looking into most of those data. Grayscale 5 for Grayscale 5 for Dogecoin ETF, and as well the US now hold about $24 billion in crypto. So which we'll be looking into all those things that will put more pressure in Bitcoin. That will, even if guess what, El Salvador. So they now hold more Bitcoin than before, which we'll be looking into. That I will be showing you guys all those data shortly. So let's dive into the market, guys. Let's discuss Bitcoin and crypto. Let me see the chart, and the chart is booming. Yeah, guys, how are you all doing? Salute, greetings to you all, my people. I see, guys can see. So yesterday, we have a huge pullback. But guess what? So the market is recovering right now. So Bitcoin pulled back yesterday huge towards let's see, have a pullback towards about 16,900. Yeah. But guess what? So the market is recovering back up $17,800 right now, but which is not bad. Yeah, guys, you're all welcome. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. Let's discuss Bitcoin and crypto. Share this room with your friends and family. Let them know about Bitcoin. Let's discuss. Let's see what is happening in the crazy world of crypto. There's not much news following the market, but guess what? So we still have some positive news. So over the past few days, so there's not much news about the market, but we still have some positive news that still show that the market is still holding strong. So let's dive into the market. First, I want you guys to know that so President Trump finally have a meeting with Putin. So at least we hope that so the war between Ukraine and Russia is coming to an end. So Trump having a meeting with President Putin yesterday. He said yes. So most of the things, so they agree with Putin, and so he will be having another meeting with Putin. That would be a call, but guess what? He think that the war is coming to an end. First, I want you guys to see this, guys. This chart here. So Bitcoin is trading between about 119, 120, $117,000 today. Many people are saying they are already too late. No, you are not still too late. You are still early in the crypto space, guys. You are still early in the crypto space. So don't think that you are too late. You are still early in the crypto space. So if you are watching me today, Bitcoin is trading around the $117,825. You are still early. So you are still not too late in the crypto space. I still say the best strategy remain DCA and move for a long term, which is true. But guess what? Bitcoin, next cycle, Bitcoin is predicting at least to be heading up to $1 million. So that is because a lot of people believe that for sure, I myself, next cycle, Bitcoin will be having a market cap compared to gold, which will be taking Bitcoin to at least, $1 million per coin. Because the Bitcoin market cap as of today is still around second. So Bitcoin market cap as of today is still around 2.4 trillion. So, but guess what? Gold market cap is around 22 trillion, and the Bitcoin market cap is around 2.2 trillion. Bitcoin is already trading between about $117,000, $180,000. So which is why next cycle Bitcoin having a market cap of about 22 trillion, it will take Bitcoin to $1 million per coin, which show you are not you are not late, so you are still early. Keep this year and hold. Just 4 days ago, when Bitcoin was trading between $124,500, more people want to buy Bitcoin, more people want to, to add Bitcoin to their portfolio. A lot of people were bullish, but guess what? Today, the market will have a pullback, so we have a pullback, but guess what? Nobody want to buy because people are being scared again, thinking, oh, we are going to zero. Bitcoin have been declared dead more than 1,000 times. Bitcoin have been declared dead. Oh, Bitcoin is dead. Bitcoin is going to zero many times. But guess what? Bitcoin has been going up in value over the past few years. Which take us here. I want you guys to see this. Yeah, guys, I know it's wicked. You guys want to enjoy your weekend, but I will be taking so much time. I want to show you guys, what is happening in the crypto space. More adoption, as you guys can see. And that's banks, as you guys can see, is raising a $2.1 billion. So for Bitcoin's treasury. So at least they want to outtrain Mara. So Mara is a Bitcoin mining company which is also raising about almost about $900 million, almost about a billion, to buy more Bitcoin. Why do you think that those Wall Street, those institutions, those smart people, they keep raising more money to buy Bitcoin? Because they know that Bitcoin is here to stay and is becoming a mainstream asset. Just like Jerome Paul, the Fed chair, he said it a few weeks ago that you can't sleep on Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin is becoming a mainstream asset, which is why every single day I'm here to let you guys know what is happening in the market, so you can keep this in, so you can for sure when the market is up, you will all be in profit. We will all achieve a financial freedom together. That is because that is one of the biggest freedom you can give to yourself, achieving a financial freedom. So guys, Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. Keep this here. Don't be scared. So if you are planning to hold for a long term, for sure, it's a good time to keep this here. But if you want to buy the dip, try to make sure you have some cash on your side, which is why my DCA portfolio is coming. So you don't need to pay anything. All you just need to do is to make sure you are following me on YouTube, so that each time I'm live, you guys will get notified. Turn on notification bell. When I start a DCA portfolio, it will be an open portfolio where you guys will be seeing what I will be adding to my portfolio. So guys, as you guys can see, Adam's backing. So Adam backs raising $2.1 billion for Bitcoin treasury. So they want to try to outplay Mala, which already holding a huge amount of Bitcoin, which takes us here as well. I want you guys to see this. No way sovereigns waiting for just boosted their Bitcoin exposure. So by 83%, this is huge. So if you keep seeing that, the BlackRock ETF, keep buying and buying and buying, that is because those companies, they are buying Bitcoin through BlackRock spot ETF, because most of them don't want to buy from open market, so they want to hold the ETF, the spot ETF. And guess what? So in order for them to hold for BlackRock to offering more Bitcoin, that means those institutional investors, each time those institutional investors they want to buy spot ETF. That means BlackRock have to buy more. That means BlackRock have to buy more this thing, have to buy more Bitcoin, have to purchase more Bitcoin. It's very, very important. So for them to hold, if BlackRock are holding 100,000 Bitcoin in spot ETF, that means they have to buy from the open market. They have to buy and hold those Bitcoin. So for them to offer those Bitcoins for their clients. But one thing I want you guys to know is that most of them, we know they are not buying from open market. They use spot ETF, okay, which is normal. So they use OTC market. So I take that back. So they use OTC. It's very, very important. So they use OTC market to buy, which is why the price is still down. Don't be scared. Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. So the Wall Street, they keep buying. But I want you guys to see this chart there. So despite the market is down, we pull back, Ethereum is slightly down, but guess what? Ethereum in Q3, Ethereum is still up huge than ever in the past previous cycle. So over the past few years, so since 2016, almost about since average since 2016, Ethereum is up huge. Don't forget, I've been saying it that for sure, as you guys can see, August is usually not a good month for for Bitcoin and crypto. But guess what? So you guys can see here that even if this cycle, Ethereum is still up huge in Q3 with about 76%. That is huge. Up, that is huge. That is huge. So don't be scared, guys. The market is still holding strong. So we are still up huge. We are still up huge. Bitcoin trading between $170,000. Why will you be scared? Bitcoin trading around $170,800. That is just about $180,000. Why will you be scared that Bitcoin is still trading around $118,000? So why will you be scared? So unless you just coming into the crypto space yesterday. So I keep saying it. So if you can't hold for a long term, you will be rich. It's very, very important. So if you can't handle the 3% dip, so what you know what makes you think that you deserve the generational fucking wealth? So you will be fucking rich. So if you can't hold the 3% dip, Bitcoin just dip with about yesterday I checked it was just down with about 7% yesterday. If you look at the chart right now, you find out that Bitcoin is just down like about 6% right now, 6 to less than 6%. So if you can't handle the 3%, 4% dip, you won't be rich, guys. It's very, very important. So if you can't handle the 3%, 4% dip, you will be rich. It's very, very important for you guys to know that. So in order for you to be rich, you have to know that you have to learn how to hold for a long term. So you don't have to be scared each time the market dip down with a few percent. Ethereum is still up huge in Q3. So as you guys can see, we show that so the market is still holding strong. Now, guys, I want you guys to also see this. Let's see what next. So, flying Arab Emirates. So, flying Arab Emirates, you'll be able to pay with a Bitcoin from 2026, just next few months. So, which is huge. So, I think for sure everybody need to adopt a Bitcoin right now. More people are adopting a Bitcoin and crypto. So, which is why I keep saying that the adoption is keep getting wild. It's here. So a few years ago, nobody ever think that, even if nobody ever think that, country like El Salvador will be adding Bitcoin, they will be creating a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Country like the US, which I will be showing you guys just now, that they are Bitcoin and crypto holding more than $24 billion in crypto. So that is huge. Every country which are not adopting Bitcoin and crypto right now, they will be late in the next few years, which is why Michael Saylor, the CEO of strategy, he said that when your banks will tell you start buying Bitcoin, it will be already too late. Bitcoin will be trading between $4 to $8 million per coin. I think so because now many countries, many banks, they are still criticizing Bitcoin. But guess what? So next 4-year cycle. So next cycle is just a few years from now. So guess what? So Bitcoin will be trading at least $500,000 to $1 million per coin. So don't be scared. Make sure that you are in the crypto space. Bitcoin and crypto has become one of the best way to achieve a financial freedom over the past few years. That's because you don't need to work for it. Your Bitcoin work for you. You need Bitcoin more than Bitcoin need you. Bitcoin don't even need you. You are the one who need Bitcoin. So Bitcoin don't need you. You are the one who need Bitcoin because all you just need to do is to buy and hold for sure to be going up in value. Each time the market dip down, you need to zoom out and look into the chart, and you will find out that Bitcoin has been going up in value over the past few years. But sometimes when we dip down with about 3-4%, you will be scared. Don't be scared. So just like as I said earlier just now, so if you can't handle the 3-4% dip, know that you will be fucking rich. So you don't deserve to be to achieve a generational wealth. It's simple. So investing in crypto is already risky. It's not a financial advice, but that is what I've been doing over the past few years, DCA and hold. So Yeah, guys, if you are watching from S, aka Twitter, so head over to the YouTube channel actually School Crypto every single day. I do live stream. So where we discuss Bitcoin and crypto. And if you have any question, drop your question on the chat, man. If you're watching from Kick, you're watching from Twitch, so make sure you are following me on YouTube channel as well. So guys, we have some positive news in the market. So despite the market is down today, so I still have to let you guys know what is happening in the market. As you guys can see, guys, Grayscale just filed for Dogecoin ETF, and then the price was up huge. So as you guys can see, it was up huge about a few hours ago, but that's why it's just like it's consolidating right now. Let me see, Doge. It should be top here, Dogecoin. What should it is here? Sitting at top 8 right now on CMC. So guys can see it's been up with about 2.5% today. So following SRP as well. So it's been up huge because following that, Grayscale 5 Grayscale 5 Dogecoin ETF, which I think, so one of those altcoin ETF, once it gets approved like a Solana or SRP, it will really bring more money to the space that because it will allow institutions to invest in those altcoins. Like right now, so just like a Bitcoin, Ethereum has already declared as not security. But guess what? So once those spot ETF get approved, it's being mean that they are not a security. More institutional investors will invest in those altcoins like Solana, SRP, this Dogecoin once their ETF gets approved. Yeah, my people, how are they? I greet you guys. Yeah, guys, I want you guys to see this. So this wallet address, over the past few months, I'll be showing you guys that US they are holding up to, as you guys can see here. If you look at the countries holding Bitcoin, let's quickly see. Let me refresh it here. So this is as you guys can see, country holding Bitcoin. You can see here, US are holding a huge amount of Bitcoin, which is about $23.33 billion, which is what is showing here. But guess what? This is the address. Someone just track this address. You can see it's a way. So government, which is the US government address. So you can see as of today, they are holding about $24.2 billion in crypto, not in crypto. So you can see it here, which is the $23 billion in Bitcoin, as you guys can see, followed by USDT. They are holding, USDT, which is 347 million dollars. So more countries they keep embracing Bitcoin, they keep adopting Bitcoin, they keep accumulating. So guess what? Because Bitcoin is an asset that is 21 million that will ever be in existence. You have to think again. What will happen a few years from now when there's no much Bitcoin out there? It sounds crazy, but that is how it is. There's no much Bitcoin out there, guys. There's no much Bitcoin out there. You have to think again. It's 21 million that will ever be in existence. So I keep, saying it because you need to know because there's no much Bitcoin out there, guys. 21 million forever. I showed you guys the chart yesterday. So Bitcoin, which they are already in circulation today, is 19.9 million Bitcoin, 90.9. That is already in circulation. We show that we have less than 2 million Bitcoin for miners, which are powering Bitcoin network to be mined in the next few years. So exchange reserve, it keep dropping down like a rocket. We show there's no much Bitcoin in exchange. There are over 17% of Bitcoin in supply, which they have not been moved in the past 10 years, in the past decade. So that is huge. We show there are people who don't even want to spend their Bitcoin anytime from now. So they keep holding. I showed you guys an address of someone who moved about, how much billion, who sold about $10 billion worth of Bitcoin just a week ago. But guess what? That particular person has been holding his Bitcoin for like in the past, 14 years because he bought his Bitcoin when Bitcoin was trading between about, when Bitcoin was trading between 76 cents, 73 cents. But guess what? This is those are people which we call diamond hearts. Imagine you buy Bitcoin he bought those Bitcoin with about almost about $75,000. But imagine you buy Bitcoin with about $75,000, and your Bitcoin and crypto head up, you become a millionaire. So you find the market deep down again. So you know that, oh, I'm now a millionaire. But guess what? You were no longer a millionaire. So the market will go up again, and you were now becoming, you become, you become, you know, billionaire. But guess what? The market deep down again. So you know that, oh, I was a billionaire last year. You are no longer a billionaire because you hold some Bitcoin, and because you believe so much on the asset, you have to hold for a long time. So which is why this person who hold about how many Bitcoin? Hold about 80,000 Bitcoin. But guess what? He decided to sell about 10,000 Bitcoin few weeks ago for like about billions of dollars. So if he would have not patient enough to hold for a long time, he will become a billionaire. So which is one thing that's happening in the crypto space. People like Michael Saylor, which they keep holding, for sure they will become, which is why Michael Saylor is becoming, at least it may become the first trillionaire on this planet if he keep holding his Bitcoin, which is about $76 trillion as of today. So sorry, I take that back, 76 billion. $76 trillion, that is huge. If Bitcoin market cap become a $76 trillion, that means a Bitcoin will be trading at least about $2 million plus. So Michael Saylor's strategy, they are holding about $76 billion in Bitcoin today. So guys, the US government, as you guys can see, they keep holding the US government. This is the address. Before now, I keep seeing it. This is the tracking to the country's own Bitcoin trackers here. So which also you can also track the US spot ETF here. So, but guess what? Finding the address is very, very important. This is the address. The address shows that the US government, they are holding, as you guys can see here, holding a 23.4 billion in Bitcoin, holding, this is their USDT holding, which is about a $347 million. So followed by Ethereum as well. Those Bitcoin are Bitcoin which FBI confiscated from hackers, or during the process of the people who steal Bitcoin. So FBI confiscated those Bitcoin, which is what U.S. Treasury Secretary was saying. Those Bitcoin which they confiscated from hackers. So with they take from hackers, they will keep holding them. So guys, let's do this before we do Q&A. Yeah, Q&A shortly. Drop your question on the chat, guys. So as you guys can see, this is El Salvador. They keep buying, guys. So as of today, El Salvador keep holding Bitcoin. As you guys can see, they are now holding between about 600, okay, 6,270 Bitcoin, which is huge. That is worth about 700 something $million, close to almost $1 billion in Bitcoin holding. So keep this here and hold. This year and hope for a long time, for sure, we will all achieve financial freedom. A day like today, the market have a pull, we're having a pullback, but don't be scared, guys. Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay this year and hope for a long time, for sure, we will all achieve a financial freedom. You guys can see countries now holding Bitcoin, more people buying, more institutional more institutions keep adding Bitcoin to their portfolio. Just Saylor alone is holding more than 3% of the total Bitcoin supply. Michael Saylor is holding almost about 3.1% of Bitcoin supply. BlackRock Spot ETF, which as you guys can see here, just BlackRock alone. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. Just BlackRock alone is holding about 3.5% of 21 million in supply. Just BlackRock, which is about $88 billion. Just BlackRock ETF. So guess what? Fidelity. This is Fidelity. You see it here. This is Fidelity Bitcoin. So Fidelity Bitcoin holding is about almost about 1% of total Bitcoin supply, 0.95, which is about 23.7 billion in Bitcoin holding. So more adoption. More people keep embracing Bitcoin and crypto every single day. Don't be scared, guys. Keep holding. Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. Don't be scared. For sure, we will all achieve a financial freedom just by DCA and hold for a long term. So guys, let's do Q&A. Drop your question on the chat. Drop your question on the chat. Drop your question on the chat. Let's do Q&A. Let's do Q&A. Let's do Q&A, guys. Yeah, it's weekend, man. Happy weekend, guys. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the weekend. So, guys, the takeout is that despite the market is down, you guys can see Ethereum is still up huge for Q3 with about 73%. Followed by by 2026, Fly Emulate. They will now be accepting a Bitcoin as a payment, integrating a Bitcoin as a payment, which is also huge. So which also take us here. I want you guys to see this, that Adam's Bax raising a $2.1 billion. Adam's Bax raising a $2.1 billion to buy more Bitcoin, creating a Bitcoin treasury. They want to at least outperform, which is a Mara, which is also a Bitcoin mining company. They also raised about $900 million just a few weeks ago to buy more Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin and crypto adoption keep getting wide. And I want you guys to know this, that, Trump meeting with Putin. So this is what I want you guys to see. If you think you are already too late in the crypto space, no, you are not too late. Bitcoin is still trading below 120 million. And see, next cycle, which is just 4-5 years, this is where we are heading to $1 million. So guys, let's do Q&A. Let's do Q&A. Let's do question and answer, man. Drop your question on the chat, man. Let's do Q&A. Let's do Q&A. Yeah, my people, how are they? I hope you guys are enjoying the week, man. Yeah, Bitcoin bouncing back. So you guys can see. So guys, it's simple. If you can't hold, you will be rich. You need to know that. If you can't hold, you will be rich. If you can't hold. In order for you to be rich, you have to hold for a long term. You have to know how to hold your Bitcoin and crypto for a long term. It's simple. If you can't hold the 3-4% dip, know that you don't deserve to be, you don't deserve to be, you don't deserve to be at least to achieve a generational wealth. Simple. So people who make money in Bitcoin and crypto are people who hold for a long term. There was someone I just explained just now. I showed you guys last week, someone who bought a Bitcoin with about $75,000 when Bitcoin was trading between how much? 76 cents. He hold his Bitcoin to the extent he become a fucking billionaire. So last week, he decided to take profit. Last 2 weeks, he decided to take profit, selling $10 billion. So if he not hold for a long term, he will be rich. It's simple. Yeah, my people, how are they now? Atachi, Miraculous, Gloria, how you guys doing? Gigi, I hope you guys are enjoying the win. Happy weekend, my people. Greetings to you all. Yeah, Salike, how are you guys doing? Yeah, guys, the market is still holding strong. We are going to the moon. Guys, the thing is that the market is already way too high. So for sure, which is why I keep saying taking profit is very, very important. Take profit when you're in profit. Just guess what? Ethereum, I remember just 2 months ago, Ethereum was trading between 1,800. But guess what? Today Ethereum is trading between $1,400. In 2 months, Ethereum has doubled in price. That is crazy. Let's look at Ethereum. Let me see. Ethereum has doubled in price between 2 months. Just that we can't see, okay, we just see 1 month performance. We can't see 2 months performance. Just 1 month, Ethereum is up 29% in just 1 month. But in 2 months, it has doubled in price. Has doubled in price in 2 months. So which is huge. There's no any other asset that can give you such a return in performance. So guys, I know it's weekend. Enjoy the week. I'll be seeing you all tomorrow. From tomorrow is Sunday. Happy Sunday, Nava. So I will see you all tomorrow from 6 p.m. Go Central European time. So Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. Keep holding and stay strong. Don't be scared. For sure, with Bitcoin and crypto, we will all achieve a financial freedom together. Ciao, guys. Charisco is out. SR